What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol SAVA for Cassava Sciences. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this of course will be an update. We've talked about it on the channel in the past, and the main thing I want to talk about in today's session is of course the fact that we printed a hammer candle off of a known area of support, notably where this rally came from right in here, right? So notice that here we are at and around this 50 whole dollars. So we'll see if this will develop into a bit more of a bounce. And I think the key thing to watch out for here is, from the 30-minute perspective, this resistance trend line, right? So we'll come in from the highs, of course, dragging that off and down to the left. I would argue that this upper wick is a bit of an anomaly. If you look at what happens here, tight fit, again, anomaly, and kind of getting into it into the end of the day. So this is the resistance trend line I like. It's the one I'll be watching for a potential break up and over. If we do get the break, what are we looking out for as an upside target? Let's zoom in a little bit more here. We know that certainly up and overhead, the 59-ish area is a major target, but I do think there will be some areas of contention before then from an intraday perspective. So the first area is kind of here at the 56 mark. And again, if you're taking the break of the resistance trend line, that's a decent trade. But then after that, it really unlocks and opens the door for a little bit more range. So again, 56, and then looking out for 59 as the next overhead target. After that, basically the top of the daily range, right? If we look at this through that lens, we're looking for, move off the lows, back to the highs, and then you can monitor for continuation, see if we can ultimately make it back up to these pivots in here at the 67.50. Again, all in one day, not especially promising, especially, again, remember what the broad market did today. Huge gap up across the broad market. Even some of the biotechs were getting a relief rally, and this is still underneath the resistance trend line. It just doesn't seem likely that all in one day, miraculously, all of a sudden, it's going to make its way back up towards that 67.50. Obviously, all of this is only if, again, let me just reiterate this, we get a break of the resistance trend line through price and not just dribbling lower and sort of sideways through it that way, okay? It needs to be an aggressive break with price as well as good volume coming in to support the move higher. So that's what I'm seeing. Again, the hammer here from the daily does sort of indicate that yes, maybe there is a shift in sentiment here. The buyers are starting to step up at a known area of support. And again, 50 is also a nice psychological number. If we cannot sort of get this bounce, if we cannot get something to unfold to the upside here, then look for a break of 50 to take us down lower, about 10 points into 40. Note that there's not a whole lot of structure here after that support trend line, which I just drew, was broken, here, right? So in this area right there. So that's going to wrap up the video essentially on SAVA. Potential for a bullish trade here, but again, it's going to rely on a couple of things being met: resistance trendline break, good volume coming in as well. So that's going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.